am so excited to share with you guys today one of my favorite spaces in our entire house, and that would be our daughter's nursery. Now, I feel like this room in particular is one that made a lot of light bulbs go off in my mind as far as design. I think that this room helped me find my style and my preferences and a feeling that I wanted to use to carry on through the rest of the house. Now, you will definitely see more of that in future videos as I show you some other projects that we've done and also currently doing throughout the house. I wanted her room to be a place that felt comfortable and warm with a touch of vintage cottage character. I wanted it to be something that would work well for her while she was little, but also a style that she can grow into as she gets older. I spent a lot of time, pretty much from when I found out she was a girl until she was born, meticulously picking out details, because one of the worst things about renovating a space is making the wrong decisions and wanting to repaint it or redo it later on. So I knew I wanted to pick really classic elements in here that would grow with her as she got older. I will start off by saying that this room is very, very small. So with every choice we made, we had to be very conscious of space. Colors that made the room feel brighter, wall treatments that made it feel bigger, and overall just trying to be very conscious of the space that we would create. When we first started, this was just another simple builder grade room. We started off by replacing all of the trim, and we added board and batten to bring in some texture and cottage charm. I gave the entire room, top to bottom, a fresh coat of paint, and that brightened everything up. The board and batten itself is called Morristown Cream by Benjamin Moore, and the upper portion of the walls is called Modest White by Sherwin-Williams. I love the way it all came together, but I have been thinking about painting the doors to match the trim. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The rocker was probably the most important decision to me, especially because I knew that it would be one of the most used places and items in the room. And after 2 years, I can certainly say that it proved to be just that. I chose a vintage wingback style rocker that feels both cozy and classic. It has been the perfect place for quiet moments, lots of late night feedings, and plenty of snuggles. I originally dreamed of filling the nursery with antiques, but I had the hardest time finding a dresser that was tall enough to double as a changing table in this really small room. So I ended up choosing this vintage-inspired dresser instead. It still feels warm and timeless, but practical for everyday use. One of my favorite things about this room is all of the handmade touches from family. This quilt right here was made by one of my cousins. She chose colors that match her room beautifully, and she even used this soft bamboo batting that makes it so incredibly soft and comfortable. All of the bedding was completely handmade by her great-grandma, who is just so gifted at sewing. Every stitch truly feels like it carries her love, and I know that that was her intention with making it too. Along with the bigger pieces, I added some few simple touches to keep her space calm, but still playful and sweet for a little girl. a few favorite books, some soft textures, and little details that make the room feel warm. I initially thought that I would end up with a true Jenny Lind style crib, but antique cribs just didn't feel quite sturdy enough to put my mind at ease. I still love the crib we chose though. It feels timeless and warm, but one day when she outgrows her crib, I definitely plan on finding her a true antique bed. Another family member of mine created her wooden name sign. Each letter is decorated with raised flowers, and it feels really meaningful to me to have her name displayed in something made by hand from someone who loves her. This nursery has been such a labor of love. Every detail from the walls we painted to the handmade gifts by family, it all feels like a part of her story. And I truly hope that she always feels the warmth and comfort that this space brings. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tour of our daughter's nursery. I will try to link as many of the purchased items in her room in the description box below. If you would like to see more videos from me going forward, hit subscribe, and I would love for you to follow along.